What's up, everybody? Um, it's your boy Devon, aka Serpent20, back in another video. Um, Today's topic, I just wanted to point this out because I've been waiting for a while to see if anybody else is going to pick up on this topic, but obviously nobody hasn't other than IGN, maybe like once or twice. And Yeah, so I'm kind of a little bit bothered by it, but at the same time, it just gives me a perfect opportunity to actually come out with another video regarding to this topic that I actually care about. So Square Enix decides that not only that they're only making Final Fantasy 15, Final Fantasy 7 remake, they also are even working on Final Fantasy 12. Now, Final Fantasy 12 got like a little bit of mixed reviews. Some love it, some hate it. In my opinion, it was an okay game. And I've been waiting for them to actually do this for a while now, And it even hit the Guinness World Book of Records, saying that it's the longest game in development. As far as development goes, it took them way beyond the usual 3 to 5 year mark. They're still in development as we speak right now, as I speak right now. So I just want to tell you that I am a big fan. I am a big fan of Final Fantasy. I've been like that ever since I played Final Fantasy 7, I think around, what was it, 95, 96. And ever since then, I fell in love with it. I started moving backwards down the volume 6 through, whatever, to 1. And then I moved up from like 8 up to 14 as of right now. Well, 15 if you want to count the actual demo for it. But other than that, I said I've been a big fan. And they're not sure if they're going to actually make a actual remake or an actual remastered. And trust me, there is a difference. Like, even though if you try to like Google both of them, they'll try to make it seem like it's within the same definition, but it's really not. Like, there's a slight difference, a little slight difference. Now, as far as Final Fantasy 7 remake is going, they actually have to revamp the whole thing. And as far as we know, as of today, they're even changing the battle system. So that you can actually say it's an actual remake, because they're changing features or aspects from within the game, even though it still can be somewhat relatable to the original game. An actual remastered is actually you taking the actual same game. You ain't changed nothing about it other than you upscaled the graphics a little bit and maybe the sound to a high def quality. Now, as far as Final Fantasy 12 goes, it can go either way for me. Like, personally, I probably would prefer them to do an actual remastered, because I think there should be nothing wrong with that game. There should be nothing that you have to like redo. The characters are great. The story is great. I feel like it's one of those few that actually had multiple narrative that ended in the same conclusion. Now, that's with me, without giving out any spoilers for those who haven't played the game and then wanted to experience it for themselves first time around. Yeah, when with your usual JRPGs, you usually have one person and they form a party, and then they go after the main protagonist narrative. They basically tackle the exact same main protagonist narrative, storyline, whatever you want to call it, and they end up just being friends. So the friends end up, they just follow the story. Now, with 12 goes, I felt like it had multiple aspects. Like, you had one person that wanted to do something different. You had multiple people that wanted to do something different, but their end result end up the reason why they had to join forces. So they had to go and tackle the story together, which is great. That to me was great. I know some people didn't like the actual battle system because they try to mix it up with like an MMO style, but it still had the ATB though. So that's why I didn't mind it too much. It just showed like the the trajectory lines into, like, if you're trying to attack an enemy or you're trying to heal your ally, you know, stuff like that. So to me, it didn't bother me whatsoever. As far as the world map goes, the world map was big. Like, to me, I feel like it was bigger than most of those games before 12. And you know, you literally had to explore. You literally had to explore everything. Um, we don't know when it's going to come out, but they did have mentioned it once or twice on IGN, and I tried to see if any other people's going to pick up on it, but nobody else didn't mention anything else about it. But I understand that Square Enix is too busy because they're basically working on Rise of the Tomb Raider, Kingdom Hearts 3, and the Final Fantasy 7 remake, and you know what I mean. Also, yeah, did I say Final Fantasy 15? If I haven't mentioned that already, that's what. Also, that's they make working on that also. So I know they have other projects that they have to work on before they can possibly try to focus more on Final Fantasy 12. But I'm just hoping that when this comes out, it's just gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great. Hopefully, hopefully I can get back into it because back in the PS2 area where I bought it for the first time and I played the heck out of it. Like, I think I put a good 200 hours in, and that's just because the side quests, like, you know, the hunts and stuff, finding monsters, killing them, then returning them back to the owner to get rewards and stuff. Like, there's a lot of them, like maybe like I think 200 of them last time I checked. I think that's the only thing I haven't truly done. I think I was missing like 20 marks. So that's it. Other than that, I almost completed that game. So for me to actually redo the whole thing, it's going to be awesome for me because it has been a long time. It's one of those games where they try to versify a lot of stuff, and I guess that's probably was the gripe of it all for most of these negative people who didn't like the game, is that they wanted something similar. But it's like, yo, we got too many similar stuff as it is. Like, now, mind you, Final Fantasy doesn't do anything similar other than their sequels, but you know what I mean, every new installment is always something different. So that's the reason why I like about Final Fantasy the most, is that they each new installment gives you something new. You're not redoing the same world, the same characters. You know, it has to, like, you know what I mean, you have to rethink everything, you know what I mean? So it's not something like a normal sequel would be. So that's why I like about it. And yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. You know, like, I'm hoping that they just do their job, do it right. I guess the reason why it's taking so long is because um they're trying to remake it or remaster it, and it's, I guess they're having some hurdles in that aspect, being that it was the most I kind of want to say the most technical Final Fantasy game during the PS2 era. It was their last installment before we jumped to PS3 and Xbox 360 and so forth with Final Fantasy 13, which I hope they never do a remake of that one. That's the one I actually would prefer them not to do. And yeah, so if we get 7, we get 12, hopefully, you know what I mean, things, if this sells well, maybe we'll get actual more, like 9 maybe, or even 8, you know. I wouldn't mind if they actually do a Final Fantasy 6, you know, because that's one of my favorite 2D Final Fantasy games of all time. So if we actually can get all those, I think Square Enix would be better off rather than you know, try to do definitive version of, let's say, Tomb Raider. You know what I mean? So I think they're on the right track, especially for people like me who are a big Final Fantasy fan as well as a big JRPG fan. So that's all I have to say about it. You know, I hope you guys just like, comment, subscribe. And I also want to give thanks to the people who have been subscribing to me lately, even though I haven't pushed out any new content yet. I'll try to be more consistent. And you know, I just had to, you know, take a break for a minute, but I'm back, and hopefully I can do more. And also, yeah, just keep subscribing, man. Hopefully one day, I'm looking for podcast members as well. So anybody that wants to hit me up, I'll leave my information on the descriptions down below. Um, just you know, just let me know. Like, I'm not asking for a lot. All I just want to know if, like, if you're a gamer, you know what I mean, how long you've been gaming, what's your platform of choice. I'm trying to do a podcast channel based on video games and make sure that, like, their neutrality. I'm basically doing neutrality in my videos. Like, I'm not preferring PS4, I'm not preferring Xbox One, I'm not preferring Wii U, PC. I just want a natural balance of it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be a fanboy of any of those things. I just want to keep it neutral and keep it straight to the facts. I don't want to hear no BS, no nothing. So I'm looking for members. So anybody wants to hit me up, you can hit me up on Google Plus, you can hit me up on Facebook, you can hit me up on even on YouTube. So hopefully I can get that podcast off in a good way. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Peace.